Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Ariels podcast, now with the Digit Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. I cannot believe this, but this is season 5. So thanks to you. This is a thriving podcast, reaching the corners of the world, all the women out there, and I'm so excited and proud to be with you. If you haven't listened to the Artist Entrepreneur podcast, my new podcast with Noah Dock and Amanda Ritchie, please check it out. It's going to be on this feed on Thursdays. We're 3 artists navigating our businesses. We have so much fun. Please check it out. It'll be in your inbox on Thursdays. And just announced September 26th to the 28th, I'll be at NECA, the New England Center for Circus Arts, for an 11-hour weekend silks immersion. So it's retreat-esque without being a full retreat. And I'd love to see you there. It's picturesque Vermont. My flagship course, beginner to intermediate aerial silks, online for anybody in the world. And of course, Aero Rehab, which is meant to be the bridge between PT and your favorite aero class. I'm teaching all over the place this year. Austin, Oaxaca, Ohio, and DC this summer. And of course, NECA in the fall. Let's get started. It's a little, I thought I was going to beat you to it because I was like, oh, you're coming from something. I'm totally going to be early. And then I'm still a hot mess.
No, that's okay. It happens. I'm sorry I had to reschedule on you last minute.
Yeah. How's your day? What happened?
It was nothing major. I work for a vet clinic, and so today was the technicians meeting, so I had to do a presentation on euthanasias. So it just didn't take very long. So
nice and light.
Yeah.
Light topic of euthanasia.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Cristine, somehow I've been meeting a lot of people in the veterinarian world.
Oh, yeah?
It's so weird. Like, I have 3 new clients at the studio that I'm in person at that are vets.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, strange, but cool. Cristine, where does this find you? Where you live?
So I'm in Abernathy, Texas, about 25 minutes north of Lubbock.
Okay, yeah. So I'm meeting all the Texans, not for any particular reason. How long you been here in Texas?
So I've been here since March of 2019.
Okay. What brought you here?
So my husband at the time worked for Sleep Number, and so he got a promotion, and so we moved from Central Texas, where I retired, up to Lubbock. So.
Okay, and where do you train?
So I train at this little studio called Art Fit. And it's small little community, but lots of fantastic personalities. So
I love this. Okay. And you're a vet tech?
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, so if you will introduce yourself a little bit about your life right now, like the life stage you're in.
Okay. So my name is Cristine. I'm originally from Southern California. As of right now, I work at a vet clinic, and I attend aerial silks classes as well as teach beginner lessons. And I just recently had a daughter back in February. Her name is Maggie, and that's about it.
4th trimester, and this is your first kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back. Were you guys planning to have a kid?
Yes, she's our first.
Oh, that's a story right there.
We've been trying for about 13 years. So she is our little miracle for sure.
Okay, let's talk. 13 years. Did you have unexplained infertility?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I know this is such a conversation. Yeah, tell us about it if you can remember that far back. It's 13 years is a long time.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm from Southern California, and then I moved to Texas because I had joined the Army. I went to Afghanistan and had a multitude of concussions. And so when we came back, got married, and we just weren't able to have children, like just wasn't happening. So about 5 years ago, when we moved up here, I saw a specialist, and it turns out that I wasn't ovulating at all. I had severe PCOS. We tried some medications that didn't work. And then COVID happened. And so we took a break from all of that. And then about a year and a half ago, we went and saw a different specialist. And he had said that, same things, wasn't ovulating. But he also said that due to all the concussions that I've had, the part of my brain that tells my body to ovulate and things like that was malfunctioning. So it just wasn't happening. And so it was going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible, to be able to get pregnant. And so we did some medications, it didn't work. And then we just kind of started talking about adoption. And then about around this time, a year ago, we found out that we got pregnant. So it was a very, very happy surprise.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've been doing this podcast a while, and I've never heard of a link between concussions and infertility.
Yeah, it says something that's what the doctor said, that there was something in my brain that wasn't sending the signals properly.
Is this common? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh my God. I mean, obviously not necessarily for men. You see a lot of like football players having babies. I mean, that's such an anecdotal thing, but okay, so how many concussions do you think you've had in your life?
At least 7.
At least 7. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is awful. Okay, so you've had at least 7, and were you like not getting any periods either?
They were very, very few and far between. Maybe once a year, if I was lucky, maybe every 6 months. That was about it.
So even if you and your partner were trying to have sex, there's no ovulation happening.
No.
So you probably had years in there where you guys were just shooting blanks, kind of.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I'm totally amazed. Should I be amazed? I don't know if I should be amazed.
I mean, we got a beautiful daughter, so I'll count that as a good thing.
Do you have any advice for women who are currently going through unexplained infertility from a what you can do standpoint, like A, B, and C, and then also from an emotional standpoint?
From a what standpoint?
Emotional.
Part of the reason I had started Aerial Silks was because I had become overweight. And so through that, I lost about 65 pounds, which definitely helped. And it gave me a place to relax, somewhere for different, you're always, comfortable with your spouse or your significant other, and then you have work. But sometimes it's nice to just have a place that you can just go to and be with different kinds of personalities. And so I think finding something that really sparked a passion helped, because having a mindset of just not ever going to be okay, so to speak. It's very emotionally draining. And so just having a place that you can like, hey, this is happening. And being able to, I don't know, it's just being able to kind of get out of your headspace a little bit more, where it's not all work and it's just a place you can escape. Is probably, for me, was probably one of the best things I could do, was to find something that I could focus on without, like, oh, well, I have to go and do this. It's just, okay, we're going to do wheel downs for an hour. And it put me in a better place mentally. I think depression has a lot to do with that as well.
Well, the thing is, when you say wheel downs, there's not a lot of people I know who can do a wheel down and think about other things at the same time. Like, you're really...
Exactly, that's the point.
Like, you're really in the moment. Like, you're not thinking about what's next. You're not thinking about all the things that are plaguing your life. Mm-hmm. At least for me, I've never been able to pull that off, which is such a blessing, because you can go in there and just turn your mind off to everything else. Did you find a great community there?
Oh, yes. The people I work with, we're a very small group, but we've made some amazing relationships. It's basically a big old giant family.
And did you let them in on what was going on with you over time?
I did over time. It took a few years, but over time we did become that close.
Yeah, and it's nice to have people to talk, mostly women, right? To talk to who weren't so close, right, to the problem,
right? But
who are also very empathetic and like could resonate, with the stuff you're going through. I mean, I think it's so important for even the good days when in my relationship I'm so frustrated with my partner, and I don't need to go to a therapist necessarily. I can just go to class and just 5 minutes of it, vent a little bit. It's gone, So, yeah, I think it's a huge thing to have an aerial community. And a lot of people have it around other sports, but obviously we have our favorite sport here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 13 years of it. So during that time, it's a long period of time. You're with your husband, you're in the military, and then 5 years ago you started aerial practice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So you knew what it felt like to be in your aerial body pre-baby.
Yes.
Have you been back at all yet?
Oh, I've been back for about 2 months now.
You
so
have?
I went back as soon as I possibly could. So it's mostly just conditioning, kind of rebuilding my strength back, but we're getting there.
Okay, I have a list of questions for this, but let's go back. Yeah. Let's go back because I want to finish with how your training is right now.
Yeah.
But so you find out you're pregnant, super happy, right? Mm-hmm. How was your first trimester? Like from a physical standpoint?
From a physical standpoint, I was fine. I was very fortunate and I didn't really have any morning sickness. I still worked full time. I was still teaching full time. So for me, nothing really happened. Nothing really was different for me.
You had a kind of smooth first trimester. Mm-hmm. Second, should I assume you didn't do a lot of training during your pregnancy since it took you so long to get pregnant? Did you just completely chill?
No, I actually, at the end of my first trimester, I did a 4-minute performance.
How'd it go?
It went good. I couldn't spin as fast as I had originally planned, but it was good.
That's so on point for our brand here for the Expecting Aerialist to do a 4-minute act in your first trimester. Okay, so you did it. You didn't act. You couldn't spin as hard as you want. What apparatus were you on?
Silks.
I love it. And then how long did you go into your practice? Like how long did you go into your pregnancy training?
So I was actually teaching a private lesson the day I went into labor.
Wow. And you felt fine?
I was good until the afternoon. Yeah.
How old are you right now?
I'm 34.
You're 34. Okay, so you're a teacher there as well.
Yes.
How many classes a week do you teach?
So I usually teach one class during the week, and then I have at least one private lesson on the weekend.
Okay. So not like super overwhelming.
No, not really.
Okay. Okay. And you love it? Do you love it?
I do.
Yeah.
I love it a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have a birth plan and did it go to plan?
No, I just kind of winged it. I said I was working up until basically the last minute. I worked at the vet clinic the day before, did a full week. So we just kind of played it by ear, and I was like, okay. I woke my husband up around 9 p.m. Or like, we need to go to the hospital, and that was about it.
Okay. And
I mean, we had things packed and ready to go, but yeah, we just was waiting on her.
did everything go? She came out the hole that was already there versus cutting
She
a new
did.
one? Got it.
It was only about a 5 hours from start to finish. It went very, very quickly. She was ready to come out.
Sometimes I really feel like I'm not a religious person, but sometimes I really feel like the powers that be are just like, you had a really rough time before. Let me just give you like a not so rough time right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh my God. Congratulations. What a ride. Okay. So now that you're back training, what, like, be specific too about what it feels in your body, because a lot of the women who tune in like are really interested on, what does it actually feel like? Your abs, or lack thereof.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the lack of abdominal strength it's frustrating to be entirely honest. But I also know that it takes time. And so I keep having to remind myself when, I can only do a bent knee straddle from the floor, that progress is still progress. So while I would love to be able to do the straight arm straddles that the girl next to me is doing, I know that it's just not going to happen right away. And so again, I'm like, okay, I'll practice as long as I can until I just not really can't anymore. But I mean, I definitely fatigue a lot faster than I used to, and that's okay. But it is, while I was pregnant, I did try, as best I can to at least keep my upper body strength so I could still hold myself up. But yeah, the abs are definitely something that I need to be patient with, because they're definitely slower. I can feel the progress. Like, I'm definitely sore a few days after the fact.
Okay.
But I'm getting there. So I just have to tell myself I need to be patient and not to rush things.
Now, when you put your hands on your belly and you engage, can you feel that the muscles are actually responding?
A little bit. So my upper abs respond a lot better than my lower abs do. So that's what I've been trying to do, things that are more lower ab, not intensive per se, but trying to kind of re-strengthen those lower abdominal muscles. Because I don't want to have to compensate, by using my back. I want to be able to do those curls. So I'm trying to do things that are going to be, kind of rebuild from the bottom up, so to speak, since that was where the trauma was, so to speak.
Yeah, the quote unquote trauma. Do you have a diastasis? Do you have a separation still?
No.
Okay, lucky ducky.
Yeah, I said the pregnancy itself was very, very fortunate. I didn't really get very big. I'd only gained 30 pounds, which I've lost already, not intentionally, but I already did. But so I think for me, it was a little bit smoother than I think maybe some pregnancies may have been. And I watched see the pictures and stuff on your on, and so I think, I have a hard time, like, oh, it was like, oh, well, this is happening. Like, but that didn't happen. So I don't really know how to respond, I guess.
Okay. You mean to like the trauma of the area?
Yeah. Because it was just, I don't know, like I bounced back quickly, but I didn't at the same time. Like, it's just slower to get there. Like I swear I have words.
Don't worry. I have the same problem. What's my excuse? It's been, my kid's already 5.5.
But yeah, it's definitely it's hard. I don't know.
How about your shoulders? Do you feel like your shoulders are working well? Because they can, really assist with the inversions. How do you feel like your shoulders are?
I think my shoulders are pretty good. Like I said, that was one of the things that I really, really focused on was shoulders and back. So if I couldn't invert anymore, like later on throughout the pregnancy, I could at least do a pull up, or being able to do like a hip key, or being able to just hold my body. That's what I focused the most on, because I knew at some point I wasn't going to be able to do inversions very well, or I'd have to be in a knot. So my shoulders and my back, there wasn't much that I had to rebound from.
Okay. And so you're back training. Are you back teaching?
Not quite yet. I do occasionally assist in the advanced classes, but I usually have Maggie with me, so being able to split my time between teaching somebody who's never attended a class before and having to take care of Maggie is just not something that I can do as a safety standpoint.
Yeah.
But I am working towards getting there. Maybe when she's a little bit older.
Yeah. Such a different story. I was just talking about this yesterday. Such a different story to teach like brand new students than, your longtime students. Cause like you don't have to demo hardly at all in this sometimes with your, students who've been around for a long time. They know what you're talking about. Okay. So are you breastfeeding or no?
Yes.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going pretty well. It was a little scary at first, just because I didn't realize how long it took for milk to actually come in.
I know.
So it was a little bit scary at first, but no, we do very well.
So many people have trouble breastfeeding. And if you're in the camp that doesn't have trouble, you're just like, oh, it's so easy. The baby just does what it's supposed to. And then the ones that have a hard time, they just like, it's just not working. So,
yeah,
so interesting.
She's definitely more bottle fed than not, just because she eats more than I can make at one time. So you just have to stockpile a little bit before I can feed her again. So she is more bottle fed. Hi, baby girl.
So you guys do a mix between formula and breast milk?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Do you have any advice for women who are going through unexplained infertility? I'm sorry.
Have somebody to talk to, I think would be the best advice that I could give, whether it's your spouse or partner or a really, really close friend, to be able, not necessarily to say I understand what's going on, but just having somebody you trust enough to be able to talk about it with. I know it's, a very, very sore subject, and you look on social media and like all the baby stuff and all the, friends who are, younger than you are, and not letting that discourage you. Because I can remember, being, 30, almost 30, and when, all my, when my younger brother got pregnant with, before they were, 4 months out of marriage, and wondering why that couldn't be me. So trying not to discourage by outward, by the outside environment would be the best thing. Is just try to be in the moment, like we talked about before, and not think, well, if it's not happening in my 20s, it's just never going to happen. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of patience and letting go of the stress of why can't I get pregnant is the best thing that I could say as advice.
Oh, I could love this. And Cristine, thank you so much for carving out the time at this busy time. I know you must be busy.
Yeah, definitely, but it's worth it. So
yeah, I'm really glad to add this to the to the library of stories that we have worldwide. You want to say hi to Cristine before we go? You want to say hi? Say hi first.
Hi.
Hi.
Are we leaving yet?
No, we're not leaving. We have another call after this. Mwah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mommy's busy. She doesn't realize that I work from home so I can be with her, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
I'm moving out here. This doesn't concern me.
But it still means that I have to actually work, right?
Guys.
And she's
Right.
like, I don't get that part.
Guys.
What?
Yeah.
I don't concern this.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, you work too much. I was like, I barely work because of you.
Guys.
What?
This doesn't concern me.
I know. Cristine, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carrie. I really enjoy your page and all the stories, so I appreciate being a part of it.
I love it. My listeners, if you would honor me with a 5-star rating and review, I would appreciate it forever. It is the hardest thing about being a podcaster is to get your podcast out to the people who want to listen. So the best way to do that is to have a good star rating and just ride that algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys would just open the Apple app and leave me a review. It makes such a difference. I appreciate you. I also have Greener Grass with Digitant Podcasts with my friend Kelly McVeigh. If you want to hear my voice twice a week, it's there for you. It's light, it's heartfelt, and we bring on some really amazing guests. All right, my friends, over and out. This is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is The Expecting Aerialist.